Alright, what is going on, guys? This is your boy Brandon Matrix, and I hope you guys will have an amazing day. Today I'm going to go on a rant about why people, in perspective, the Call of Duty community is pretty much dying. And the reason why people think the Call of Duty community is dying is because they have too many expectations about what the perfect Call of Duty is. Treyarch nowadays, and so is a lot of the war type, this picture of gaming is. People always want to say, oh, the meaning of war is to have our feet on the ground and not be freaking floating in space, or having boost jumps or rocket boosts and stuff like that. But honestly, Call of Duty is it's war, and let's be honest here, we're all still having war. It's just the fact that Treyarch is trying to get a community into a different perspective of what war is. And that's what the Call of Duty community, us, as in general, as phase and all that kind of stuff. Even people out of phase and stuff like that. People who just play Call of Duty for fun. People who just want to buy the game for the game. Those people don't have the perspective that Call of Duty is gonna be going into the future. People want to stay in the modern world. They want to stay in World War MW2, and that's honestly the Treyarch isn't the reason why Call of Duty community is dying. Trick shotting is the reason why the Call of Duty community is dying. The Call of Duty community as a whole, we are the reason why the game is dying. People say, oh no, it's not, because Call of Duty isn't supposed to have freaking boost jumps. Guys, it's Call of Duty. It's a war game. We are still shooting each other. It's not like they freaking gave us freaking freaking golf clubs and they're making us freaking hit each other with that. I mean, yes, they gave us a freaking baseball bat in Black Ops 3 and as well as a sword, but still, they still have guns. The main weapons used are guns. We are still going at war with each other. We still have team deathmatch. We still have freaking ground war. We still have all of the good classic Call of Duty playlists that we all know and love. But it's just the fact that people don't want to open up to different ideas about what Call of Duty is. People didn't want Advanced Warfare because of the insane boost jumping, and that I actually do understand. I personally didn't like Advanced Warfare because the boost jumping was kind of a little bit too over the top. I mean, we weren't really as on the ground as we are on Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3, we are still I don't know, half on the ground, half in the sky. I mean, but the boost jumps on Black Ops 3 are a little bit less powerful as in Advanced Warfare, and we all already get that. We already get the point of that. But if there is gonna be an Advanced Warfare 2, which there most likely isn't, it's honestly, guys, if the game is gonna be in space, then we gotta we gotta open up to the idea of being in space. I mean, honestly, you guys think about it. Call of Duty in space. That sounds pretty dope, honestly. You guys can't lie. Being in more in space, it sounds a little bit silly. It sounds a little bit crazy, but the idea of shooting people in space in zero gravity, I think that would be pretty cool. But you don't want the Call of Duty community in general. We don't want to go that far into the future. We want to stay in the modern world. And honestly, guys, we are not doing what we were made to do. We were made to keep on moving forward, and that's what Treyarch and David Vonderhaar are trying to do. They're trying to make us keep on going forward, get out of the past. That's what everybody nowadays wants to do. They want to stay in the past, that's why the Call of Duty community right now is dying, because we all want to stay in the past, and that we cannot do. We can't do that at all. We need to keep on moving forward. We need to see what the idea of being in space in Call of Duty is, and possibly this could possibly be the best Call of Duty ever. We just don't want to want to open up to the idea of not having the perfect idea of a World at War type Call of Duty, or MW2 type Call of Duty, or MW3, or whatever you guys think is the best Call of Duty of all time that was ever made. But honestly, we all say we're not gonna buy the game, but let's be honest here, we are all gonna buy the game. We all said, oh, if Black Ops 3 has boost jumps, I'm not gonna buy the game. Screw that, guys. Look what we all did. We all said the exact same thing, but yet look where we are now. We all bought the game. We are all still pretty much enjoying the game just as much as we did. Maybe not as much as Black Ops 3 or maybe we enjoyed it a little bit more than Advanced Warfare, or maybe we don't enjoy it as much as Black Ops 2 or MW2 or any of those classic Call of Duties. But still, we all say we didn't want it. We all say we didn't want to buy it. Yeah, we all did the exact same time. We are all hypocrites of the exact same thing. And I said the exact same thing in my video yesterday. I said the exact same thing, that I'm not gonna buy the game if it's in space. But let's be honest, guys, I'm gonna buy the game most likely, because I am just a humongous Call of Duty fan. That's just how it is. And if you don't buy it, and I mean, it's you need to stop and you try the game first. I mean, we don't even know. Maybe the next Call of Duty isn't in space. It might be Ghost 2. If it's Ghost 2, then holy crap, just get over it. Nobody liked Ghost, the first Ghost, because apparently, like, the maps were too big, or, like, there wasn't enough people in each lobby, or the colors were disgusting. Now, I gotta admit, I like Call of Duty with lots of color. That's why Black Ops 2 will always be my favorite Call of Duty ever, or MW2. Either one's pretty much a tie for me. But we all get why Ghost won. We all get why the first Ghost was a bust. We all get the reason why it was. It wasn't the best game. We all know the Inspective was probably the best game mode on there, even though I know a really personally, played it myself. That's what my stepbrother told me they was pretty much the best game mode on there was, the Hunter Infected type situation. But if Ghost 2 actually becomes a thing, then we all need to open up our minds to Ghost 2. I mean, maybe they'll, actually see where the feeling's coming from. Like, hey, don't make the maps too big. Don't make it like 6 people, in a team deathmatch. Don't make, the maps, all gray and sad and disgusting like that kind of stuff. Maybe they'll actually, listen to us and make the same, they'll make the same color scheme as they did in MW2, MW3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Maybe they'll do that, but we just don't want to, open up the chances for that to happen because we are so stuck on what happened in the past, and we don't want to look up to the future. We need to stop doing that, guys. We honestly do. And you guys probably thinking, why would I listen to a little 16-year-old who only has 236 subscribers? Because, guys, I might not be the biggest on YouTube, but holy crap, at least I have some freaking, at least actually have an open mind to what Call of Duty can be. Honestly, you might be 30 years old and disagree with me. You might be 6 years old and disagree with me. But trust me, I'm most of the time right about Call of Duty, in general, because I trusted Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 did fairly well in the beginning. I mean, it started dying after about 2 or 3 months, but look at us now. We are still playing Black Ops 3 we're still grinding out to get dark matter. I personally not, because I'm just too lazy to do that kind of stuff. But we're still grinding to get that gold camo. We are still grinding to get that dark matter camo. We're still grinding to get the freaking supply drops, which has the freaking HG40 and the new sniper and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you never know. Maybe maybe freaking Call of Duty in space will probably be the best Call of Duty ever made of all time. It'll have the most sales of all time. But guess what? We don't want to see it because we don't want to open up our minds to it. So honestly, guys, I'm just gonna end this video here because you guys get my point. Just open your minds up to the next Call of Duty. If it's in space, if it's Ghost 2, just try it. Don't say you're not gonna buy it because we all know you are, because you are just Call of Duty fanboy. And that's how we all are. We're all Call of Duty fans, and we're all gonna buy it anyways. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy this little rant video, and you guys want to see more about it, maybe about other subjects, then please surely subscribe down below, and maybe comment section what you guys want me to rant about next. And yeah, but that's it. We'll see you guys later. Peace.